See, and there's your setup right now. Got a real nice fire burning in there. Let's see if it can do what I designed it for, and that's just boiling up a cup of water, or maybe heating up a sandwich, or just keeping you warm. It does put off a good bit of heat, I have to say. So let's see what she does. One thing I should mention is that you should have 2 sets of pliers, one to hold the bottom of the stove, one to operate the door, because it does get hot. I do have some steam coming off my water now, and I am timing this just to see how long it takes to boil a cup of water. But all in all, I'm really happy with this so far. I'll be really happy when that water boils. That's all it is. Not gonna lie, it's been about an hour. It is 20 degrees out. I've been working the kinks of just, getting keeping the fire consistently going. As you can see, it's out again. This little thing requires a lot of fuel, but I mean, there is promise. I did get some bubbles in there. I think I'm just losing a lot to heat, and this is still an experiment, but I'm definitely on the right track. So 2 things. Still at it, resetting this, but looking at my design. So you see on the coffee can, here's where I have my fire deck, a grate that I'm burning on, and as you can see in there, I've got fire going again. One of my problems, I was using the wrong fuel, so I switched it over to some hardwood, and now it's starting to go. But what I think I want to do is switch my deck from this row to this row, because I have it elevated, and you would have this elevated so it can breathe, but to give the fire more room. I don't have to change my door position, but I am going to lower these down here for my next test if this doesn't go. But I think a lot of it had to do with the wood that I was burning. It just didn't burn hot enough, and it burned out too quickly. And I can feel by my smoke, it feels much warmer than what I was burning before. And once that catches, I should have boiling water, hopefully. I'm glad I decided to test this in my driveway and not, 4 or 5 miles out having to wait on this. So this is a process. I'm still learning. If you guys have any input, please feel free. Or if you'd like to try it or have your own design, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so as you guys saw in the test yesterday, the stove worked, but not quite the way I wanted it to. So I got me another coffee can. Found this industrial hinge. Put a latch. That's making a fool of me right now. There we go. Proper door. Lowered the deck height so the fire has more room. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit. But that door there, that is going to be my main ticket, I think. Okay, so what I've learned so far is that I fixed the door. I've dropped my cooking deck down. I've given myself a lot more room. Chimney still works good. So there's our setup now. And I learned, pre-chopped all the hardwood. And there we have it. All right. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so we are at this point, we are 10 minutes in, burning that nice hardwood. Already starting to get bubbles. It's looking like this is going to be a success this time. And I'm testing this, like I said, out in the open. Today's the perfect day. It is 19 degrees with a real feel of 11. Snow coming down. So this is the way that I like to test this in some real world conditions here, that you might be using this if you were relying on it. Here's a look inside the stove. What she's doing, just put some fresh wood in there. Up on top, we're getting more bubbles. I think it's gonna work. So, final thoughts as I let it burn out. It does make a really nice little stove. If you had it inside with a better chimney, proper chimney, if you could keep it out of the wind, I think it'd serve you really well. You could still cook on this. I guarantee you it'll definitely heat up your sandwich, keep your hands warm. I know it'll do that. But I've seen a ton of micro camping wood burning stoves online. Wanted to see if I could do it. The answer is yes, I did make a stove. But it didn't perform quite the way I wanted it to. And I really wanted to see a nice hard boil on that water. Still got the little bubbles, lots of steam, so I'm gonna give it a solid B. B plus. And if you have any ideas to improve upon it, or know of something I'm missing, let me know. But I think I'm gonna close this for a while.